underway from SoFi Stadium. Taken in at the 3. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Going right back to Akers. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Able to slither by. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Back to throw, Stafford. And able to find Higbee, it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Next, receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And a short gain here down to the 22. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 4th down, Stafford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 49 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal.
The running game's playing a huge part in getting him down to this point in the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it. No
doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Van Jefferson from 3 yards out. And the Rams post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Well, that drive took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert now. And this one too low.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, trying to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Herbert working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. I think he gets a mulligan there carrying the ball because he had no shot, and that's why it went backwards.
I I still remember in the summer we were at one of the training camps, you were marveling about how much those defensive tackles eat. I think he just inhaled a running back on that play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Stafford. Hard throw, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Davis now to return it. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, 65 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of the end zone, it's 2-2 Atwell. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Stafford on first down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On first down, it's Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Yards remain for second down.
Throwing again is Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Now a second down and 6.
Herbert finding Williams once more, complete.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Let's ride, dog. Me and you, baby. Me and you. Got you, baby. All right, guys. All right.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. Touchdown! Mike Williams, 26 yards. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Rams, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down. First down, Chargers. Now it's Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Williams. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chargers. Running on first down, Eckler. Oh, nice move. They find some open field here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 33 yards for Austin Eckler. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync. And the field tilted, and that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Atwell now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
That's what it is, baby. Playmakers, step up right now. Me and you, baby.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. "39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. But they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating in peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. Shifts by him. Another nice move.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
On their side of midfield at the 47.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard
line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the 50, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now it's Stafford. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, LA! Van Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover.
Onside kick recovered by the Chargers.
L.A. readies for its next possession. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Let's go, boy. They can't beat us straight up. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
So now Stafford and the Rams down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Now the missed field goal, that was big. That keeps them within 2 scores, and they've got it 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. On 2nd and very short. Stafford looking underneath. He's got Akers. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's a gain of 14 and brings up 2nd down at the 17-yard line.
Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Passing lanes tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
They snap it to Stafford. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Stafford. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camera on this one. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.